Hello everyone, this is Cedarwood Dream, and in this video today we're going to be going over a very popular and widely known military item, the M1 helmet. Now, this was used by the US military from World War II until 1985, when it was succeeded by the PAS GT helmet. Now this is actually a combination of two helmets. The iconic outer shell, known as the steel pot, and the hard hat-like inner liner with adjustable suspension. Attached to the shell, the webbing chin straps were often worn unfastened or looped around the back of the helmet, and this was because if an enemy were to attack from behind, soldiers would pull the rear visor to cover the back of their head. If the chin straps were worn, the head would be snapped back, causing the victim to lose balance. Now, with discussing accessories, we can start in late 1942 with the US Marine Corps. They used a cloth cover with a camouflage pattern. Also, for a lot of World War II films, for an example, Saving Private Ryan, you might have seen netting around these helmets. These were utilized to reduce shine when the helmets were wet and to allow scrim or vegetation to be added for camouflage purposes. The covers were usually taken from British or Canadian stock, as the Army did not adopt an official issue net until later in the war, which included an elastic band to keep it in place. Now, these bands were later used by soldiers to hold items such as cigarettes and extra ammunition. The most well-known item, though, would be a playing card. Most often, an ace of spades. Referred to as the death card, or calling card, a Vietnam soldier would write their unit number on it and place it on an enemy corpse as a form of psychological warfare. Now, in 1963, the Army and Marine Corps adopted a reversible fabric cover called the Mitchell pattern. One side was leafy green, and the other was an orange and brown cloud pattern. This was commonly used in Vietnam, where cloth camouflage was general issue. Now, helmet covers with the woodland camouflage pattern were designed for fighting in NATO and were used by special forces in Vietnam. This is most well known as a jungle pattern used post-Vietnam by the US military from the late 1970s onward. Helmet covers and netting would be applied by covering the shell, tucking the excess material inside, and securing it with the liner. M1 helmets are still used today by several countries such as India, Japan, and even Guatemala. Now, that will conclude this video for today. I hope you learned something new about the M1 helmet, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll see what I can do.